You know, before we get into today's video, Little Seekers, I just wanted to have a quick look at what this end result is going to be like with this new exhaust we fitted in the last episode. And you know what? Excuse the dirty, filthy bumper that's got to be cleaned up, but have a look at those trick-looking tailpipes coming out the back there. They look really the business. They're cool, and does it sound sweet? Anyway, let's get on with the video. Hello friends of the garage, welcome back to the No Talk Motorsport Workshop, and of course, as we said, topic Morticia, subchapter bodywork, 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 bodywork. We're getting excited, ladies and gentlemen, because we get the bodywork done, we can start putting the stuff in underneath to get it off the dolly. That means we're ready to go to the track. Yeah, bring it on. So what we've been able to work with so far, folks, is we took the front guard, we put it back in place on the front here, measured up just how far in this section of the door had been pushed. We grabbed the jaws of the porta power, snuck them in beside there, just pressed it out nice and gently, got it out to the line we needed, had a couple of small bulges, so all we did was with the dolly in behind, bit of a rubber mallet, pushed banged the bulges in just nice and gently, and came up with a really nice shape. So that's back in shape. We sanded back the scratches, took to it with some etch primer just to keep the bare steel all nice and protected. We've put a bit of spray putty on there and sanded it all back. That's come up lovely and smooth. We'll do this bottom section next, and we'll just about have the door done. Then we can move on to the next panel. Righto, well that was the easy bit, getting that looking right. Now it's just a matter of getting these two looking nice and straight, getting them into a final shape, and then we can put the whole lot into a bit of colour. Yippee! Well, here we have it, the first stage of the panel work on this car. We've got into a little bit of straightening. We've got the basic shape right, but there's lots of lumps and bumps in there. I'm certainly no expert sheet metal worker, so given that it's not a concours car, it's a track car, we're going to be able to get it straight enough and make it look at least pretty without perfect. We've got a layer of etch prime on there to get the bare metal protected. Let's try and smooth out some of those lumps. We're continuing on with some bodywork on Morticia so that we can get her finished, but in between waiting for coats of spray putty and paints and so forth to dry, we're also having a bit of a go on some of these wheels. Now, one of the other cars in the fleet is Mindy, nice little red original NA6 MX5. We're going to freshen up these wheels, make them look a bit better before we put a new set of tyres on the old girl. She's still got a little bit of work to do. That's another project down the track, but we thought just while we're working on some of these panels with Morticia, we'll get these wheels looking trick. Keep an eye out on how to refurbish your wheels. So while we're spraying the guards with a bit of spray putty and we're getting them nice, beautifully shaped and smooth, I thought it's time to work on this old bonnet that had a very, very nasty little piece of work done to it with the spray can when we first installed the bonnet pins. And we also need to put the new colours for the race team on the bonnet. We'll get to the side of the car later, but yeah, let's get a start on this one. We've ripped the pins out. We'll take to it with the favourite job of everybody's, the sanding. We'll sand it back, stick her in some primer and get some colour on there and the new team graphics. Fun sanding. So while the bodywork continues on the panelling and so forth, we thought we'd just get a start also on the new variation of the old graphics. And a trick that I learnt about how not to get colour bleed under your masking is to put a light layer of the outside colour down first. Very smart. It's amazing how well it works. Well, here in the very improvised workshop slash spray booth slash, this is a disaster zone because we've been fighting with weather, we've been fighting with builders, we've been dealing with lots of crap over the last few months. But in essence, everything is now in primer. We've just finished the bonnet. We're going away for a couple of days for the paid by the hour type stuff. When that hardens while I'm away over the next few days, we'll give it all a nice wet and dry 600 rub down, and then we'll start going into colour. Once everything's in colour, we can finally start some assembly on the old girl, which is just hiding under covers in amongst a whole lot of crap over this, but we will get there. Now, I'm hoping that this and the rear quarter are the last two panels to block down in primer. We're going for colour. Beauty. Righto, well that for mine has both those panels beautifully prepped. I'll let them dry off a bit, give them a wash down with some Prepsol. Let's put some top coat on. Well, friends and neighbours, boys and girls, I think I'm going to call that the top coat done. So we've got all the panel work repairs that were done down this side are all finished in top coat. The bonnet's up there in top coat. We've got the two guards. We're happy with that. We'll put some graphics just there, same spot on that guard, and then down the side of the bodywork and the stripe down the bonnet. And the reassembly can begin. And with that, we paint the graphics on the bonnet. We also paint the graphics on the guards. Have a look at those. Well, final masking and painting of the graphics has taken place. We're just in the process of unmasking the final bits on the side, this side of the body. We give it a good polish. The final assembly can begin. Yippee! It's been too long coming. Would you believe it? Just when you think you've got the bodywork finished off and ready for the final polish, I buggered up the stripe on the passenger door, didn't I? Oh well, let's get into it. And with some stripes finished, some panel assembly done, look at that. Well, friends and neighbours, after a lot of interruptions, a lot of delays, finally the bodywork is done. All we need to do now is put some of that beautiful white line suspension gear and those fantastic Shockworks coilovers in underneath. Put some wheels on her and she will be ready to hit the track. Oh, we never thought that it was ever going to happen, but there you have it. Looking absolutely resplendent in her finery. And so folks, with that, the bodywork's done, beauty, we're on track. Now we get to do some fun stuff. We get to start doing some mechanical assembly. We're getting all the suspension bits in underneath and we're tidying up all the final loose ends. Thanks for watching. This is an exciting moment. We've got a little bit more to go, so keep an eye out for the next couple of stages. We're going to hit the track, folks. Looking forward to it. Keep watching.